So Joey, defeat ultimately at the end tonight against Leicester, just gives you thoughts on the game?
I think you just realise the difference in levels between, the divisions, not only the financial levels, but what that enables the clubs to do. Both sides making changes, us making 11, then making 8 tonight, and one of their changes is probably worth more than our entire football club, and that's the nature of the beast. Yet you've still got to be competitive, and to be fair, I think the lads have done everything right on the first goal. We've defended the corner really well. Ball drops out, Austrian international, who's not been in their starting 11. Half volleys one in from 35 yards into your top corner, and as I say, you can't find fault with the lads. You really, really can't. And at that point, it's a very, very difficult evening for us. But I thought to a man, the lads stuck together, they stuck in there. It could have been a really, really long, hard night, especially with the calibre of players. Not only did that start for them, but then bringing into the game. Damari Gray, I think, is a wonderful player coming on as sub. Diabate, who they paid a few quid for, coming on. So you've got to accept that sometimes you're going to run into really, really good teams with really, really good players, and they're going to do really, really good things. For our lads, luckily, we don't play against that calibre of player every week, and we've got to learn the lessons from it. I've said to the lads in there, I can't fault them for effort. I thought they stuck together. Some great saves from Jonah. Some good performances in there. I thought Harrison Biggins was excellent tonight, and as I say, on another day in a cup tie, you've got to stay in the game for as long as you possibly can. And obviously the quality of goal, I can't fault the lads, and at that point it makes it really difficult for us. So the priority for us is the league. There's no doubt about that. If I was serious about winning the Carabao Cup, I probably wouldn't make 11 changes to any starting 11 up. It isn't helpful for the players on the pitch. You don't want to make too many changes. But the priority, as I say, for us is the league. We've got a big game at home, against Bradford Saturday, and we've been 5 unbeaten to this point. Personally, it's disappointing to lose any game of football at any level, but we must learn the lessons from it. That's the key, is how they respond. A lot of them have been obviously disappointed with not being in the starting 11 recently. Tonight they had an opportunity to showcase what they offer to the team, and they have to pick the bones out of that themselves. But we win or we learn, and there was lots of learning to be done from playing against high level opposition.
A special night for 16-year-old James Hill. What a moment for him and his family coming on in the second half.
Yeah, well, we were saying that if they're good enough, we don't care how old they are, and he's done really, really well in the games we've watched. When I've watched the 18s games, I thought his voice has been really, really impressive from the back. I think he's a natural leader, and he showed tonight. He's up against Damari Gray, who's not a million miles away from probably getting an England call up, and he's acquitted himself. He had a little nervy moment. His first touch, he kind of sliced it, but got it where it was going. And then after that, he looked assured, he looked composed, and he's an absolute privilege to talk to. He's got a great demeanour, wants to be a player, doing all the right things. Young Boyle was with the squad tonight. He never got on the bench or got round it, but he weren't a million miles away. The lads that are working hard. When we're coming away from the training ground, you see them doing extras, and you hear from the staff about the manner and the way that they're carrying out the jobs that they're tasked with by the academy staff. So nothing at the football club goes unnoticed, and if you're doing the right thing and you're doing it habitually, it will lead you to get your debut. And I said to him in the dressing room, did you enjoy it? And you could see he was beaming from ear to ear, although he probably wants to get his full debut in a victory. It was a really pleasing night, not only for him, but for the hard work that all the people that do behind the scenes in the academy and the scout and everything that goes into being a football club. It's great that we've got the trust in the boys to put them in and let them play against top level players.
It's been a busy week, 3 away games in 6 days, now a quick turnaround for, as you say, the big game on Saturday against Bradford. I imagine all focus now goes onto that game. Yeah, well, we purposely left a lot of the the lads who'd started at Charlton, because we went Wednesday
straight to Charlton Friday for the game Saturday, and then obviously quick turnaround for this game. You know, that is football. We're not complaining about it. It's the nature of the industry. But also, you know, we wanted to get a rest into some lads who'd play the majority of those games, so they should be fit and raring to go for what is going to be another, you know, tough fixture against Bradford City at Highbury on Saturday.